Well, here we are, folks. Another Marvelous Thursday.
Yep.
I think it might be 123. Stuff. I don't know and stuff, but we don't got much to talk about today and stuff. So this is gonna be a relatively short one and stuff. Go ahead and get it over with, you know,
Yep.
and stuff. So yeah, I'm the co-host Chopper War Dog 008. This is the did I just say co-host? I meant host.
I'm the co-host, West. Oh boy. Short week, but we got some big stuff to talk about.
Yep. We finally got our first. Finally got our first look at Scooby Doo, and we might we'll be talking about some other stuff. But this ain't gonna be really that long of a thing, Dave Felisa, because nothing really much happened. And so, but as a daily reminder of why Disney sucks, let's check out the Mandalorian Grogu box office, shall we?
Yep.
And check out, good old Michael too while we at it.
That apparently passed 900 million.
Yep. Just to, yep, and it looks like this movie is dead. This movie's dead in the water.
We said it was going to be.
Yep. But we said that it was going to at least have 2 good weekends and stuff and then fall off and stuff. This is not 2 good weekends. This was just people saying, fuck this movie, fuck Disney, fuck everything about it and stuff. And people didn't show up to support it. But I don't agree. Fucker was this big thing. Remember people saying that?
Yeah, I thought Grogu was supposed to be the big ticket attraction.
I don't think he was the big attraction to begin with, because this just proved it. This right here proved it. This proved that Disney killed Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
That's all it did. Yeah, that's all it fucking did was just prove that it killed Star Wars. And it did. So hopefully, I hope you're happy, Disney, what you did, because people ain't gonna fucking forgive you for this. No, sorry, they're not going to fucking forgive you for this. As a matter of fact, they're gonna make fun of you for years to come and stuff. This property has no value no more. Just wow, they fucked up. They fucked this up badly. Now let's check the Michael box office and stuff, cause you remember the media was running around saying Michael is no longer profitable and shit. Cause I just wanted to just flex it in there. Oh, they said that he wasn't profitable no more. Somebody lied. And damn sure wasn't the fans. It just goes to show you where priorities lie nowadays. And this is the point I would like to make and stuff. You're talking about like something. This is a modern something. So this is something that is today's day and age and stuff. And people ain't rocking with this. We're talking about a guy that's been dead for 17 years, can still pull people in, can still entertain people, can still make people apparently go to the hospital for passing out. And he did. I'm gonna keep saying this. This motherfucker is still outdoing y'all, and he in the fucking casket.
Yeah, even in the grave, he's still raking in the money for y'all.
Yep. I don't think they're gonna see another one of these and stuff. But, well, maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh yeah, well they did have something Super Mario Galaxy, but that's a video game adaptation.
Yep,
That
and
was
Nintendo was
marketed.
working directly with Illumination with that one.
Yeah, which Nintendo watched it all and stuff. You think Nintendo's gonna be stupid enough to let y'all trust y'all with that shit? Nintendo said no. This movie gets done by under our supervision. That's the only reason why that made money and stuff, because Nintendo's been watching the whole damn thing. They don't want their shit to get wrecked by Hollywood. They know about Hollywood and how they operate and stuff. Just look at all the other video game adaptations that came and failed. Nintendo said, not about to do that to us. And I don't blame Nintendo. I do not blame Nintendo. They're doing a good job at making sure to keep their fans entertained. I was shocked. They said they got a you hear that they got a woman leading the thing now?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm shocked that she's actually still keeping Nintendo on its toes, so that's good. It just needs to stay like that and stuff. It like nothing needs to happen. So that's the state of the box office right now and stuff. That YouTube, Michael, and Super Mario are carrying Hollywood right now. Not Hollywood themselves and stuff. They just had a movie that came out about with Steven Spielberg and stuff, Disclosure Day and stuff. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yep.
I heard that it wasn't good. They can't even. You mean to tell me Steven Spielberg can't make good movies no more?
And if Steven Spielberg can't bring y'all in the money, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. It's part because I'm gonna just go ahead and say this stuff. I have a theory and stuff. With all this DEI shit and stuff, all this diversity shit they forced upon people and stuff, and then these academy is now posing it on people's like, if you don't do this stuff, you won't get the award, right? So they're trying to make the awards matter, even though people have rejected awards and stuff. So their only option is to force this shit into the movie and stuff. They have to follow that quota, and then now you're seeing these rape swaps. We're gonna talk about why I say that, and stuff, because we're gonna get into another example of that later in this and stuff, where if you don't follow the quotas and stuff, you're not gonna get the award. So now any other good creator like Steven Spielberg and stuff their creative process is gonna get hindered because they have to follow all these fucking rules for DEI. So they can try to get, or he's probably forced into it. They probably have people that force him into it. They're probably like, and we already read up on that. There's rooms where there's a whole ass team of diversity hires where they evaluate to see if the shit is diverse enough, and then it kind of proves it because of what because what we're going to talk about here. Like I said, it's going to be a main recurring subject of why I'm going to hold it on that and stuff. But first, we're gonna talk about we got our first look at Scooby Doo as a pup. What the hell is this?
And that is really just a dog they put in a oversized collar. Like,
This doesn't even fucking look like Scooby Doo. You couldn't just CGI him?
yeah, look, they did it back in. They did it with that one.
That's what I'm saying. This is a good example. This was Scooby Doo CGI and stuff. Now I understand y'all probably want to start him off as a pup and stuff. How about this? Why don't you put a pup CGI pup Scooby Doo? This was and here's the sad part. This was 2002. And times were different back then. The technology wasn't far advanced back then and stuff. Yeah, it was getting better as time went on, right? This is 2002 and stuff, and Scooby Doo looked damn good in live action. And you mean to tell me you couldn't Netflix couldn't even do it again? And we're in 2026. That was 2002. This is 2026. You grabbed that random dog to be Scooby Doo. I think I know what it is, Wes. You want to know? You want to know what I think?
What?
I think Netflix did this to get revenge on not getting Warner Brothers.
Probably.
This is probably them saying, "Hey, look, you remember that series we got for Scooby Doo that Warner Brothers agreed with us on? Well, since we didn't get Warner Brothers, we'll show you guys. We'll show you guys what we can do. We're gonna fucking take Scooby Doo further into the ground now with this one. Take that." Netflix, you already in enough bad water as it is for doing that Michael Jackson slander again. Now you wanna get on the bad graces. They're trying to make enemies with everybody now.
Yep.
You done already pissed off half the world with the Michael Jackson fans. Half the fucking world wants to burn Netflix to the ground. Now they're gonna do it to the Scooby Doo fans. This is why I would never get Netflix. This is why I would never get Netflix, because all they do is trash on your favorite properties. Look what they're gonna do with this. Look what they did to Michael. And then they did to other live action animes too. So literally, there's no way in hell I would ever call myself getting Netflix, because y'all motherfuckers don't deserve the money. That's why you didn't get Warner Brothers, because you're doing shit like this, and thought that was going to be okay with people and stuff. And you see people are just roasting the hell out of Netflix and stuff. Look at this. Scooby Doo CGI model in 2002. Today's the 24th anniversary. Oh shit! Happy anniversary, live action Scooby Doo is better than this. That's what I'm saying. And then everybody in that casting actually looked like the cartoon versions. Like, that's the funny part. Don't worry. See, Superman in the gif of you asking where the dog is. We found the dog. Oh man, look at this. What? No, no, not the color purple meme.
Oh, nah.
Purple? Who's this woman? Scooby who? That's like they couldn't get a dog like this. That right there would have looked more like Scooby Doo than whatever the hell they did.
Plus, Scooby Doo's a Great Dane. This honestly, the dog they have for Netflix looks more like a fucking lab.
That's all I was saying. I didn't know what I knew it wasn't a Great Dane. I'm like, Great Danes don't look like that. Man, then Netflix just said, really, really, Netflix. Yeah, I have to. I'm now suspicious on that. You did this for revenge. Now, that's all right. Nobody's gonna watch it if it's that's Scrappy Doo. That ain't even Scrappy Doo. Ain't Scrappy Doo a Great Dane too?
Yeah.
That's just fucking sad.
This really is sad.
Everybody is just. Everybody's just shitting on Netflix for ruining Scooby Doo. Good job, Netflix. You really, man. If they keep going down this path of just wanting to destroy properties and stuff, they're going to. It ain't gonna be good for them. That's all I know.
Yep.
I mean, you already lost Warner Brothers and stuff, so you working on just going out of business now. So yeah, that's the Scooby Doo. That's the Scooby Doo we're getting and stuff. I can tell you one thing: a lot of people ain't happy about it. A lot of people ain't happy about it. So good luck to you, Netflix. You're gonna need it. But hey, but hey, we got everybody in the casting of Fred, Daphne, Velma, and Shaggy are white at least. That doesn't mean shit. The whole thing is Scooby Doo, so it focuses on the talking dog. Have you ever heard?
Scooby is just as important. Like, literally the name in the name, Scooby Doo. Have you never seen an episode of fucking Scooby Doo in your life?
It's been going on since 1969, and I know you motherfuckers at Netflix did not live long enough to know have at least one Scooby Doo property in your life. At least one Scooby Doo property. That shit's been going on since 1969. And you got Scooby Doo shows all through the generation. It went from the baby boomer generation all the way up to now. And you mean to tell me you have not watched one Scooby Doo property?
Uh, the original, not a pup named Scooby Doo, not Mystery Incorporated,
Not
not any of the Scooby Doo movies.
Yep. Not the 70s
Zombie Island.
Like there should be no excuse how they fucked up Scooby Doo like this, but they somehow did it. Netflix say, yeah, we're gonna somehow do this.
And we already knew Netflix was gonna be on some bullshit with this.
Yeah, I already kind of knew it. It. Like the writing was on the wall when they didn't win Warner Brothers. The writing was right there and stuff. All I knew is like, yeah, they're gonna try to. I already predicted from my way that if they didn't win Warner Brothers, they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something to where they're gonna make people mad. They're gonna find something. And I was like, I was hoping that it didn't come to Scooby Doo. I was hoping they probably did something to the Flintstones or the Jetsons, right? Or some shit and stuff. But no, they decided to do it to one of their most popular Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Holy shit, man. Uh, and then we got this coming from Hollywood and stuff that Hollywood actresses, some reason, it's now going. I guess they want to go the Rachel Zegler route and stuff. The Rachel Zegler effect is in full effect again and stuff because guess what, Wes? Now we got the Tila actress talking about that she was inspired by Rey Skywalker.
Oh,
Why would you? Why would you say this? Why would you say that shit? You already now you know damn well that nobody likes Rey. Everybody despises Rey. And this is what you and then this is what you come out and say. Oh no.
masculine.
I already know where this is going. I'm just gonna read the call. I'm not gonna read the full article, even though it's Geeks Gamers. They're a trusted article. They tell the truth. Oh my god, the same old shit every time.
Same shit, different ass.
Yeah, that's all they had to say. Toxic masculinity and stuff. Toxic masculinity. Uh,
A He-Man inspiration to, as far as like to go back and look at like all the different iterations of Tila, as far as like to get inspired for the character. But was there anybody not He-Man that you sort of like looked to in order to like take on some inspiration for her?
Like from a different IP?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I was a little inspired by Daisy Ridley's performance in Star Wars. I think that was one that I went to like observe because I felt like there were similarities.
I don't know how the fuck you got inspired by that shit. The qualification of a cardboard cutout if it was real. Rosa has more personality than Ray.
That's saying something. And if Chopper's saying that, then you know it's something.
I hate to say it. She had more personality than Ray. And I fucking hate Rosa. Oh my god. How does anybody get inspired from this? I can see why you get inspired from Rosa. She's eye candy.
Between those characters. I'm trying to think who else.
Was there anything specific about her performance that you like really like snapped for you?
Just sort of this like independence, like she's like kind of on her own, and I feel and how she carries that.
I cannot go on and on about how much I love this movie, man. I love it. I think Skeletor.
Of course. Same old shit, different day. Cause she's independent of stuff. You could have taken any other character to be influenced by. That was the same exact way and stuff, but actually had character development. We're talking about Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver's Ellen Ripley. That was a stellar performance. Or Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor. You want to talk about that? You could have said that.
What about those legendary performances?
Yep. Or what about Carrie Fisher's Leia? Nobody wants to talk about that and stuff because she eventually turned into a badass and stuff after she was rescued. But no, you went straight to Rey. Oh my god, straight to Rey. The zero personality is that makes Rosa look like she actually had character development. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I don't understand why they had to say this about themselves. But hey, that sounds like a skill issue on Hollywood's part. Because guess what? Your mouth might have got you yourself in a world of trouble because this movie right here is flopping at the box office, West.
Who would have fucking thought?
Maybe you should not run your mouth and just entertain people. Because people are talking about this movie is not bad. But it's when actors and actresses decide they felt like they need to just own the chuds and stuff, and then that's what ruins it for them. Oh, yikes.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That don't look too good there. You got your inspiration from Ray, huh?
Yeah, I wonder how that Ray is doing. That Ray inspiration is doing now. Yeah, cause ask Daisy Ridley if she's doing good with Ray right now. So, cause I heard that her career is kind of dead right now because of that specific character. Her career just died. Like it just.
Damn, Disney Star Wars is out here killing careers.
That's what I said. Anybody that's smart enough would never work for Disney again. You see Scarlett Johansson and them didn't stick around. Oh shit! I did not mean to put that. Yeah, let's just show where her career is and stuff, because I don't think she got anything. Okay, she's seen some. That's coming out next year.
And we have not heard a single fucking thing about it.
It's
And
gonna
it's
get delayed or scrapped. It ain't much. And so she got some work and stuff, but it ain't no big movies. Yeah, ain't no big movies and stuff. Literally, Disney Star Wars probably ruined her career from getting the big movies. But this is your inspiration. Well, let's see. Let's see if your inspiration would get you some more work. I'll just say that.
yep.
After when that box office fell and shit. And then what to top it off, speaking of Disney West and stuff, it looks like Disney's about to fuck up Toy Story and stuff. I mean, they already did stuff because Toy Story 4 was ass. That's what I heard was ass. So I didn't go and see the movie and stuff. I just didn't. Yeah, I was fine after 3. I was like 3 was the perfect way to
3
end.
was the perfect. Yeah, 3 was the perfect ending. Y'all had to just go and ruin it.
Yep. Y'all should have left Toy Story alone after 3 and stuff. Y'all didn't have nothing better. Just leave it alone. Let it be just a trilogy, and that's it. If you want to make Toy Story spin-offs and stuff, then that's cool. Like, why are we not making no? Why
Yeah,
we not build?
yeah, why not make a fucking spin-off?
Why not build a whole universe around these certain toys? Oh wait, they tried, didn't they? They tried that with Lightyear and stuff, and ended up putting gay people in the in Lightyear. I forgot they did. Y'all tried that and stuff, but yet y'all want to insert identity politics in y'all shit and stuff. So it failed.
Plus, it was a fucking terrible movie anyway.
Gay couple in a kids movie. That is crazy, man.
So it was yeah, but that gay couple thing was just like a cherry on the shit sundae.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, that was that right there was one thing and stuff, but the whole entire when the whole entire movie sucked, and that's another different ball game. Like no saving grace to that. Y'all already trying it, so I say don't even bother with Toy Story, because like if you do try to spin off it, so because you really could have had like shows and movies of these characters in their own movies and shit and spin-offs. You could have done a Woody. You could have done a Woody spin-off. You could have done a well, they did a Buzz Lightyear spin-off and stuff, but we saw where that went.
Yep.
You could have did the potato couple spin-off. You could have did all these. You could have gave these characters their own stories and stuff, own series off of this world. I don't understand Pixar. You build these universes off of Toy Story, The Incredibles. What else they had? They had that was very popular. Cars, and you don't know what to do with them and stuff. And let these people and let these characters shine. Like you could have done like all characters, like make one, like you could have told stories for decades with these characters, like having these characters have their own stories, like one by one. Like if you want to do a Lightning McQueen story, you want to do a I don't know, Gazer Beam story. Frozone deserved his own story. I still waiting for Frozone to get his own shit.
Yeah, you're telling me Incredibles 2 couldn't have followed Frozone?
That's what I said. What was wrong with Frozone? Like, you got all these damn characters stuff, and yet they just don't do nothing with them. I've been dying for Frozone to get his own movie. Like, God and stuff. But here we go again, West and stuff, because now Toy Story 5 looks to be having a girl boss moment. Yeah. Even in the fucking even toys can't catch a break from just real life bullshit. How do we come to this? How are we gonna girl boss a toy?
Oh, but apparently they found a fucking way, Chopper. They found a fucking way.
We're gonna girl boss it. Oh my god, Disney is just they're just at this point in time, it's just suicide for Disney. They're on a suicide watch right now.
How many times can you shoot yourself in the foot before your foot's actually gone? That's my question. Because Disney has been shooting themselves in the foot for decades at this point.
That's what I said. It's like since 2019 and stuff, it's been nothing but Disney shit coming out of them and stuff. How can they afford this? It's probably because of their parks. Their parks is what's keeping them afloat. But what if they didn't have the parks?
It'd be up shit creek without a paddle. That's where they'd be. That's where they'd be.
And then they made the parks more expensive now and stuff. So like when that starts drying up and stuff, what they gonna do? It might be already starting to dry up. Like it's crazy. And then this is what the fucking oh shit, what the hell happened there? Okay, hopefully everything's still okay. Um Staten co-director and producer Lindsay Collins sat for an interview with the Movie Web's Joe Decamere, who noted that Joan Kozak's Jessie is the center of Toy Story 5. He asked the trio what made her the right choice. Well, we had gone to the well of Woody so much. No, we haven't. Woody was not the center of the focus for everything. Echoing earlier remarks that Woody was not even in the first draft of the script. They wasn't even gonna have Woody in the movie at all. Taking Woody out is like having no Nemo and Finding Nemo, or taking the Incredibles out but with no Mr. Incredible. That's like taking Lightning McQueen out but with no of Cars and stuff. Why?
Do they just not get it? Get it? Like, we love the characters you make, but the problem is you don't understand that. Like, if they did, they wouldn't be doing shit like this to where he's not even in the first fucking draft of the movie.
Man wasn't even gonna be in the movie. I'm pretty sure it's because Tim Allen and Disney are not don't get along too well. I just felt like he needs a break. Let him rest. Add that the Woody will stuff have still have stuff, but it won't be as won't have to be such high stakes. No, we know why you wanted to do that, because you need to see that woman empowerment from a toy. Fucking, I feel bad for these kids nowadays. I feel bad for these kids. This Toy Story re-guide and stuff. They were at least able to be toys. The Toy Story that these kids today are gonna get ain't gonna be toys. No, it has to be people self-inserting themselves into these toys. That's fucking weird, man. She was ready to be the next leader of the toys in the room, and so it always on my mind for a minute. I got bought on to Toy Story for it, and I made sure that we passed the badge so it was official. No wonder the movie sucked. Jesus Christ, man. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go. Me and my girlfriend ain't gonna go waste our time with Toy Story. She actually was never into Toy Story and stuff. I stopped watching after 3.
Yeah, because 3, perfect ending. You didn't need to continue anything after that.
Yep. So that's not my problem. So I won't be going to waste my money on this shit. Yeah. So you have fun with your box office failure, Disney and stuff. If you want to make Girl Boss fucking toys all of a sudden, that's fucking sad.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no hemorrhoid in my ass.
Yep. And then they're talking about they're gonna put a Taylor Swift song in there too. Yeah, caught me out. Yo. Oh look, I like this user right here. Unbelievable. Pixar is completely abandoning the Woody and Buzz just to push a modern agenda. Toy Story has always been about them. First Lightyear, now this. They will never learn. Disney would never learn. Disney would never learn. So you got to show them that you see that they've been feeling the brunt of it, of them just pissing off fans. Because some reason Disney has a fetish of doing that, and you see they've been paying for it too, huh? How many times we got to teach you this, old man, to stop doing this shit before you go out of business? I guess you're going to have to go out of business, Disney.
Get close to bankruptcy.
Yep. Because you definitely like they lose an insane amount of money, man. Pretty soon their parks are going to go the same route. That's what. But yeah, like I said, I don't give a shit about this movie. Yeah, you can go ahead and have your old Taylor Swift with Jesse moment and stuff. Jesse moment and stuff. See where that gets you.
Be blaming us fans when we don't go see it.
Yep. Especially when they hear that Taylor Swift's going to have a song in it. You were better off and stuff. Disney really thinks that Taylor Swift is the big thing, even though Michael just proved otherwise not. You know, if you were smart enough to do some saving grace for Toy Story 5 and stuff, you know what you could have done? You actually could have put in that Michael Jackson song and stuff to save your ass. I'm just being honest with you. But this is the fans' reaction when they heard about that. Look at that. Everybody just like unimpressed.
Yeah, they're like, you serious? After the flop that was Toy Story 5? You still going through with this?
Yep. Oh well. Let Disney
Yeah, like
Huh?
like I said, let him do it. Ain't no hammering on my ass.
I don't even think they had a single success. Oh, okay. So they had Wonder Man. We get the Wonder Man, right? They did good with Wonder Man.
Yeah, and even then, that wasn't perfect.
Yeah, the viewership failed on them and stuff. So there's that. They did Daredevil Born Again. That flopped. I'm pretty sure Punisher: The One Last Kill flopped because guess what? That wasn't even finished. You didn't finish the story. And stuff. Yeah, Punisher, yeah, cool. The action scene, but you got awesome action scenes. He didn't finish the story. He didn't finish what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to kill Maguchi. What's her name? Magumi? I don't know how to say the name.
I think it's Maguchi.
Okay. He was supposed to finish her off.
Yeah, I wanted to see her kill. I wanted to see him kill her. Because that's what Punisher does.
Punisher does kill her in the comics. Why we did not follow the comics? Because it's Disney Marvel. That's why. Maybe let's have some little hope here. Maybe he might do it in the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. But that's gonna be a good movie in itself. Like it's gonna the only outlier of this whole thing, of this whole fuck fest that Disney's has played, is probably gonna be Spider-Man Brand New Day. Because number one, it's Spider-Man. And number two, they got the Hulk and Punisher up in here. Right? So you got the Hulk and Punisher going to team up with Spider-Man and stuff. And luckily, Spider-Man still leads his own movie and stuff, so it ain't gonna be him getting sidelined or anything. It's just him gonna have help. That's always been Spider-Man and stuff. He still leads his own shit, but since he's the web shooter and stuff, he's not powerful, right? He needs friends. And so that's why he always has friends with him in the movie and stuff. That's why all these Spider-Man movies has at least somebody helping him. Because some of these powerful heroes, some of these powerful villains and stuff, Spider-Man ain't gonna be able to do it alone. And so yeah, that's gonna be their only outlier. And even then, you know where that money's gonna go when they do make that money, West? To Sony. Sony owns Spider-Man. So yeah, let's see what else. What else that's coming out this year? Oh, we got Moana.
Yeah, and that's coming out next month, I think.
Jesus Christ! Oh God.
Yeah, you ready to see the live action Maui, who's literally just The Rock?
He looks terrible in that movie. He looks terrible in that movie and stuff. And The Rock can't really act for shit unless he's acting like himself.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, Rock, except no offense and stuff, but you were better off in WWE. At least you could be yourself there. What made you think that Hollywood was the best place for you? It really was not. Your home
Yeah,
was WWE, where you were getting so much attraction because you had the greatest jokes of all time. Your roasts were very spot on. It was very great. You literally when SmackDown came and stuff, you said that was the Rock show. You literally made it the Rock show with SmackDown single handedly. You made some very end stuff, and then your wrestling move. You were very talented as a wrestler. So why did you not stay in WWE and something just be full-time WWE? Because that's what everybody's gonna remember. That's what everybody's gonna remember The Rock by is WWE.
Yeah, and that's how people they're remembering his wrestling name, The Rock.
Yep. That's like nobody ain't gonna remember him for his Hollywood career. Everybody's gonna remember him because he was The Rock.
It's just like how people ain't gonna remember Paul Levesque; they're gonna remember Triple H.
Yep. It's the same for all wrestlers and stuff. John Cena, like it's a few outliers that were in wrestling that went to Hollywood and stuff and had successful careers. John Cena had that talent, right?
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista, yeah, that man showed his talent and stuff. Man was great, and one of my most favorite movies of him was Guardians of the Galaxy. He was a great Drax.
Oh yeah, nobody else could have played that role better.
Yep, he was a great Drax. I loved him as Drax and stuff. So, like, literally, it works and stuff. You also, Stone Cold Steve Austin also did some movies and did very well in them too.
Yep.
Did very well in there too. So, which I was shocked. I was like, you know what? Since Stone Cold could no longer wrestle, he could have did Hollywood. And stuff. But yeah, like there's a few outliers, but The Rock was not one of them. So yeah. Speaking of Hollywood and stuff, here we go again. You would not believe this, but I've been ready to talk about this one. This blows my mind. This blows my mind. So I don't know if you know anything about Stargate, the Stargate series, right?
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, I heard about it and stuff, but I never got a chance to watch it and stuff. But I heard it was pretty good and stuff. I heard it was very, very good and stuff. But the crazy thing about this whole thing, Wes, it's beyond me, right? Is that I seen some stuff of it and stuff. It looks pretty diverse to me. It looks pretty inclusive to me and stuff. It looked like it looked like it was already, the very thing that Hollywood likes to push and stuff. Stargate
Yeah.
already had that, so you would think it would be a no-brainer to be like, oh shit, we got something that's actually diverse, inclusive, and equity in here and stuff. Let's make that and stuff, and let the show creators do what they did before, and we have a win. Win, right? Wrong. Because guess
Now with Amazon, apparently.
Jeff Bezos and his clan of fools. Oh my god! How stupid you gotta be, Amazon? How stupid can Amazon get? I mean, like I said, I'm gonna continue to rub this in their face. He's the same guy that launched a rocket and blew up half of the space station. So does it surprise me? Like, you guys are so fucking retarded. They fucking canceled this series. And you would not believe this when we tell you. They canceled this series because it will please fans. That's just about it's the dumbest thing you could never do, Amazon.
I don't understand this. You canned a show because the fans would like it.
I am speak. What drugs are? I want to know what type of drugs they're on over here. I want to know.
All types of drugs, apparently, because no sober mind would think this. They're like, this Stargate series we're producing is looking pretty good. A lot of fans are gonna like it. Yeah, let's fucking can it.
Who in their right mind thought that was a good idea to do? I mean, what I've seen of Stargate, it looks to be just as right up your alley of your quotas as in anything. Like you gotta leave. Like I saw a clip of a woman proving to everybody that she is good and stuff. Like there was it was a P90 demonstration clip I saw, and they had the woman fucking nail down the head and stuff. I thought y'all liked seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't stop fucking making slop like that. But now that there's quality to it, you just want to say no. This makes our stuff look bad.
Yeah, like you actually like. I guess it's because the woman has. This is a white woman that has character development, and looks like she is actually the lead, one of the lead people in the show and stuff. Like I said, I don't know nothing about this and stuff. Maybe I should give it a chance because it has military aspects in it. But it looks to me like you got this woman taking lead, and then you got all types of you got all types of race in there and stuff. Wait. Let me get this straight. Is it because Stargate is supporting the military? Is that what that was? Making the military look good, teaching other cultures how to fight or some shit? Y'all are some fucked up. Y'all are some fucked up human beings. Amazon. Y'all are some very fucked up human beings.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because the military is teaching it is the strong at its strongest is very strong in this scene, and you did not like that, even though it's a woman that looks to be leading the shit. Unbelievable. But you're gonna sit over here. So if that's the case, then you should can too that Phoebe Waller-Bridge crap. Then that so-called Sophie Turner's Tomb Raider. But you're gonna give a shit like the Rings of Power. You gonna give a shit like what else they did that fucked up? Wheel of Time. I think that was another one of Amazon's terrible TV shows. There was a couple others and stuff. But you fucking I don't this is fucking sad. So yeah, this is what this talks about and stuff that Amazon just shit canned it. Like they were going to avoid the pitfalls of the modern remake. So they were going to remake it and everything, but they were not going to do it like how these other trash ass remakes were done. They were actually going to do it the right way and make it modern and stuff. They were actually going to do it the right way and stuff. And people and then Amazon said no. That is crazy to me.
Yeah, they're like, no, you can't do that. You can't make something that's actually good. How would you do that? Look, we made Rings of Power. People talk about that. Yeah, people talk about it because of how fucking bad it is. Ain't no one talk about it outside of that.
That's what I say. Ain't nobody talking good about it. This has been one of the outliers that people be talking good about. It's like, yeah. You remember that Stargate series they brought a new Stargate series and stuff? Well, it was actually done right. It actually did not suck. And you canned it. Now people would be talking about how bad of a company y'all are. Because y'all are a terrible company. Jesus Christ, man. That is fucking sad. So I feel bad for the creator that decided that they were going to do this. Martin Gero. I feel bad for this guy. This guy really wanted to do this and stuff, and then they got let down like that. Like Amazon is out of their fucking minds. They should never be forgiven for this. But wait, there's more. There's more, son, because I'm gonna actually read this one and stuff. Well, unless you want to read, Wes. You want to read?
Yeah, let's see.
All right.
Amazon canceled the new Stargate show. The rumor is that the show writer Martin Gero would not budge on compromising lore or elements within the show for a, quote, wider modern audience, as they did with with the Rings of Power and for the Lord of the Rings lore. So he was like, so the writer of the show was like, oh, I'm not doing your bullshit just to appeal to nobody.
Let's say he already saw through the wall that there was no modern audiences. He probably saw all these flops that were coming out within the years and years and years and stuff. He was like, they don't need this stuff. We and stuff. And then he probably thought it's like our show's already diverse enough. Well, why we need to do that? Why we need to change this and stuff when we already have it in the show, right? Like it's literally like when I see Stargate, it looks like you already have the diversity in there. You have a woman lead character. It looks like you have plenty of women in there. That wasn't good enough for you?
Apparently not. Let's continue on. Martin Gero wanted to create a show that maintained continuity in the story and lore of the old shows, including the mythology and tech, while respecting the 17 seasons of history. Amazon instead wanted something new for the modern audience that's more accessible, reimagined, with more modern casual sensibilities. In other words, we want this show to say fuck the fans. That's what Amazon said, and Martin Gero was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not saying fuck the fans.
So he wanted they probably wanted that lead woman to say fuck the fans and take over command of the whole entire. Looks like it's a starship type of deal. So I guess star fleet and stuff. And then the woman talks about toxic masculinity and stuff. And then there's this women in power everywhere and stuff. That's what y'all wanted, Amazon? So y'all wanted like a Starfleet Academy type of deal.
It seems so.
Yeah. Good luck with that shit. Because nobody will watch it.
Yeah. Just like with everything else you made like that, it did not work out. Let's continue. Because the showrunners wanted to maintain integrity rather than turn Stargate into another modern audience slop like Rings of Power, Amazon leadership decided to cancel it. The franchise heavyweight like Joseph Malzoe was very excited for the fresh stories Gero worked on. Amazon says they are still open to Stargate, just not this version. Yes, they wanted Rings of Power 5 Stargate. Not really hate these people enough. Yeah, we cannot fucking hate Jeff Bozo enough.
Yeah. We cannot hate this dude enough and stuff. This dude really looked at that shit and said no and stuff. Even though there is a fuck ton of diversity in here, I don't know how the fuck you just saw through that and said no. Get fucked, Jeff Bozo and stuff, because you this is why. This is why nobody likes Amazon. Like, if you think this is bad enough, they have James Bond now and stuff. At any moment, they can run James Bond for us. They really want to. They really want to do it. So I think here's what I think is going to happen, Wes. We're going to get the Stargate show and stuff, but they're going to fire these people that actually had faith in the series, right? Actually were competent, right? They're going to hire these scumbag writers to do it. And then we get the Stargate show and stuff. So they're going to give us the scumbag writers.
Yeah. Probably bringing the same writers they did with Ring of Power and all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see if you can. Let's see how much of a flop that one will actually be, Amazon. You're going to look at that and say, damn, I wish I listened to Martin Giroux now.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to cause you to lose tons of money. Tons of money. Like, big time money. So, yeah, good luck to you. And stuff. So, yeah. Oh my god. What is this?
This was Toys for Bob. And they were. Now they're so much happier now that they're not being forced to work on shit like Call of Duty.
I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah, I would not blame them either. And if you don't know who Toys for Bob is, they're the people who do Spyro and all that. Of course, they got the new Spyro coming out. I'm excited for that.
Yep.
And they say they're a lot happier now that they can actually make the games they want to make and not worry about slop of duty.
Which right now Call of Duty's down and shit. Now they might have a little bit of a resurgence when Modern Warfare 4 comes back if they do it right.
I still think they're gonna fuck it up majorly.
Somehow, who knows and stuff. I'm hoping that the game's good because like I said, I wanted to give that DMZ a chance. So
Toys for Bob's. All right. Let's read this. Toys for Bob says the studio is much happier being independent and not being mandated to work on projects like Call of Duty. We're very proud that we did, but deep down inside, we knew that it wasn't the right fit. We were getting away from the types of games that we love to make and we're best known for doing. They pretty much were like, yeah, we were happy we got to work on Call of Duty, but we weren't happy. Like, great that we got to work on it, but we're not happy that we were working on it because that means we weren't working on the stuff we wanted to make.
Yep. So they had enough. So by the looks of it, it looks like they had enough of their shit.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, hey, we're happy for y'all. We're happy for y'all. Go and make your money and stuff. Don't worry about these pathetic companies like Activision, Amazon, and all of them and stuff. You don't need them. You really don't need them. Like anybody that more people needs to start doing that and stuff. More people needs to start being like this and stuff. Where they look at this and be like, you know what? We never needed these motherfuckers. We could go do our own thing, right?
Yep.
And then they go off and do their own thing because it will teach these companies a lesson. They will teach these corporations a lesson, and I think we need to do more of that. Just start telling them to go fuck off, and so we can do our own thing and stuff. Like I said that's why I said that about Ace Combat 8 and Call of Duty. I said if Call of Duty was to die today, I would at least have Ace Combat by my side to run to.
Yep.
Because guess what? Japanese people still wants the fans. Japanese people wants the fans. So they'll continue to entertain us and stuff. If the whole Western culture was to die today, at least we would have Nintendo at least we would have all the Japanese companies. At least we would have Ace Combat still in our lives and stuff. Ace Combat's going to fucking sell very well, and we won't even need to worry about these weirdos trying to take over the culture. Why? Because Japanese doesn't bow down to these motherfuckers. So that's why I said we should really start doing that more often and stuff. But anyway, that's all I want to say. You have anything else to say?
Just glad they're getting away from that shit.
Yep. We got a trailer to watch and stuff. The Cat and Hat trailer and stuff. And I think this
Welcome
is
back to the
a remake of the 2003 one. And all I'm gonna say is we're not gonna even watch the trailer for this, right? I don't think we should, right?
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, because I'm just gonna show you this right there. Is that supposed to be Conrad and Sally? They fucking race swap Sally. Wow. I'm not wasting my time with this shit. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, honestly, it was a very shitty trailer anyway.
Yep. Not wasting my time with this shit. I saw the race swap. I doped the fuck out. I was like, nope. Nope. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Why waste swap a kid out of all the things? Really? Moving on. Just if it's not Mike Myers coming back, not Mike Myers coming back as the Cat in the Hat, then I don't want nothing to do with it. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, so Wes, we're gonna talk about Supergirl and stuff, and that movie is looking to be a disaster.
When I asked for your help, I did not know you were so capable.
Yeah. You won the lottery.
Why couldn't you do that?
They got a fish shitting. There's a poop scene. This is a poop scene right here. What the? Why would you show this? Why? Oh my god, man. What are you doing, James Gunn? Why does this look like a Guardians of the Galaxy type of deal? This movie is gonna bomb so hard, West. Like, why? Oh, and then that's not even the worst part. What is this? A cup or a fleshlight?
Hey, surely there could have been a better design.
They're really asking for this movie to fail. They're really asking for this movie to fail. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the poop scene, and then these fleshlight cups and stuff. What else is next? Oh, and then worst of all, they did an interview And the interview was fucking pathetic and stuff. Do I even want to even listen to it?
I just hope people take away from the film that there's so much power and vulnerability, and there's so much strength in
Okay, I
humanity.
actually don't want to listen to her talk. let's not listen to her stuff. All right, we're gonna move on to James Bond. So guess who said that it doesn't need to be be waist swapped, Wes? My
Good
butter,
old
my
Sir
butter,
Idris
my butter,
Elba.
huh? Yep, my butter in color. Idris Elba and stuff. This is why I respect this dude. This is why I love this dude. Because he knows what's up. He knows what's up and stuff. He just wants to entertain people. I will forever respect this dude. Why do you think I really wanted to, right now still wanting to play Phantom Liberty? I still got to go back through the game to play Phantom Liberty. Because, yeah, you have to beat the whole game twice just to get to Phantom Liberty. He's in there. I can't wait to see what see how awesome he's gonna be in there. But he doesn't want to play James Bond, so these weirdos have gotten their minds that he's to do James Bond, that he's gonna be the stunning and brave James Bond and stuff. Idris Elba said, "The fuck are y'all talking about? I'm not white. I'm a black man." So guess what he said? Guess what he said? He said Bond is big all over the world, and audiences won't all go for a black male and an African male playing Bond. That's not what they like in their culture. Period. Bond is so unrealistic. Unrealistic. So a hit of reality is good. But let's not try to make it woke. I think you've got to be pure to what it is, escapism. Don't try and answer the world's taste. Just be Bond. This is why you will be respected, Idris Elba, because that is the perfect response you could have ever had. You have made people happy and stuff. This is why I support this dude. He's one of the last legit ones, West. He knows what's up. He even said this in one of his interviews. I can't find this stuff. He said that if they want me to play an agent and stuff, just let me be my own agent. I said that's perfect. That's the perfect response, Wes. So yeah, so you would think people would be like, okay, so he said his piece and stuff. He said his piece and stuff. We had to honor his request, right? Because any understanding human being will honor his request, right? Wrong. Because apparently, for having an opinion like that and stuff, because you just want to respect the source material, right? You're a coon.
We have a coon alert. This time it's Idris Elba. Idris Elba.
There you go. A coon alert. Idris Elba is now a coon, just like they would have called me a coon. So if you're black and you don't support race swap James Bond, you're a coon now. He can't have his opinion. That's what people like him are saying. So we're gonna watch this and react to it and stuff. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, of course not, right? But we're just gonna react to it, Wes. It's fucking crazy, isn't it? That it's a blue on blue situation, a black on black crime right here.
As James Bond does not need to be woke. Yes, another misuse of the term woke. Let's read what Idris had to say. Bond is big all over the world, and audiences won't all go for a black male, an African male playing Bond. That's not what they like in their culture, period. Bond is so unrealistic, so a hint of reality is good. But let's not try to make it woke. I think you've got to be pure to what it is, escapism. Don't try and answer the world's taste, just be Bond.
Yeah.
What does the term woke mean to you? Putting a black person in a film where that person, that fictional character, is
Yeah, he means that it should just stick to him being an agent. He could be an agent or something. He's not saying that he shouldn't be in the James Bond movie. He's saying that James Bond shouldn't be black because it's said in the source material. It says in the source material that James Bond is a white Englishman, right, West?
Yeah.
So if the source material is telling that to you and stuff, he's telling you to respect the source material and stuff. And if you want a black man in the film and stuff, make him his own agent, meaning that it's a different character that James Bond works with or is against. Just this simple. There's nothing wrong with that statement, but apparently it is to this guy.
usually portrayed as a white person is not woke. That's not what the term woke means. I'm really getting frustrated at the constant misuse of the term woke.
Geez, somebody's really coping hard, aren't they?
Yeah, he's like, no, I want a black Bond.
I want a black Bond so badly. Well, you ain't gonna get one. Well, Amazon might make that happen, but you ain't gonna get one of Idris Elba because he doesn't want to do it. He said either give his own character or he out.
Being woke is just being aware of what's going on. The injustices.
It seems to me that being woke means that you just lost all your brain cells and stuff and decided to take on every delusion there is possible.
That are taking place within our society. Racism, capitalism, microaggression, just being aware of what's going on. Putting a black person and putting Halle Bailey, it was Halle, right? In Little Mermaid is not woke.
What the fuck does that have to do with James Bond? Oh my god, man. This dude is making me lose brain cells. Here we go again, Wes, with the self-entitled nigga syndrome again.
Yep.
Because that literally should be a disorder. Literally, that should be a disability right there. Self-entitled nigga syndrome. Because it exists.
Just an actress portraying a fictional made-up character.
Okay,
Nothing about...
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see you keep that energy when we cast a white person to play Black Panther.
Yeah, let's see if you keep that energy when we, I don't know, maybe make a Martin Luther King movie again and stuff, but this time it's a white man playing Martin Luther King. Oh, that would piss y'all off, wouldn't it? Like, they do that shit all the damn time, man. And so they talk about, oh, it's all right for this to happen, stuff, but we can't have this to happen. Okay, then you just basically consented to white people playing in black roles then. All right. Then let's see what y'all say about that, because I know y'all gonna be rioting about that.
Yeah, let's make a white Malcolm X movie.
Oh, they would be so livid about that.
That is woke. What are you talking about? Genuinely. James Bond is a fictional spy that crashes as Aston Martin and has some cool fighting scenes and has a gold.
Just like Black Panther. Black Panther's fictional. Yeah. Continue keeping that in mind and so when you're saying this shit when it eventually does happen.
Desert Eagle. A black person playing that role has nothing to do with being woke. What are you like? Genuinely.
Hoping so hard.
Stop misusing the term woke. Or just stop using it in general if you don't know what the fuck it means. You sound like morons. What's going on, bro? Like,
take some moron to know a moron. Look at it. He's stressed. You cannot tell me this is coping in his fight. You see how badly he stressed himself out?
Yeah.
Damn, Idris Elba got you right there. You just got rage baited, motherfucker. Oh my god, this dude got rage baited. Oh my god. He got rage baited.
Next time I'm out of here, man. You shit me. We have
fun not being able to sleep at night because he said that. Oh my god. I love it. I love it when us true black people just get under these niggas' skins. These people will get stressed themselves out over nothing. Y'all are the ones that are coping. We're not coping. It's y'all that's coping. We just don't give a shit and stuff. If James Bond is supposed to be white, it should just be white and stuff. There are other worlds we could take in the James Bond universe that requires a black man. I'm pretty sure. You acting like there's never been a black character in James Bond before and stuff. Do you not remember back in the 70s when they casted what's his name? Y'all fake Koto from he did Parker from Alien. He was the villain in one of the James Bond movies. He was the fucking villain. Okay? So like for you to sit over there and say that say this shit and stuff, it's fucking beyond me and stuff. Just be happy that black people could even play in this and stuff. Just be happy with that and stuff, okay? Can you do that? No, you can't. Of course you can't do that shit because you fucking are retarded. Good lord, man. Well, I mean that's the end of this segment and stuff. Good thing it was short.
Yep.
But just more people just dying from the brain cells of these people, man. The and it seems like all year it's just been nothing but fucking niggas like this. Just I just want to call out this that niggas like this just think they're fucking that black people think that they're owed something. I don't think I'm owed anything. So I don't need you speaking to me and stuff and talk about that black people are owed something. No no other race owes me anything. All right. I don't think West owes me anything and stuff because he's white and I'm a black man and stuff. I don't think anybody in my friend group that's a white guy owes me anything, or even better yet, other races and stuff. Because I'm not like that. I'm just black and I'm just here. That's it. Living like any other normal person would and stuff, but yet you guys think that people owe you shit. Nobody owes you not a goddamn thing. That's my whole point of this. You even lucky we even got freed. If I'm being real with you. So fucking stop with this entitlement and stuff and just grow the fuck up and get a fucking life and stuff and get off the fucking internet. That's what you need to do. And stop making black people look bad. Because that's exactly what you're doing a damn good job of. So that's all I got to say. You got any final thoughts you want to say before we end this?
Nope, let's just end it.
All right. Well, anyways, this is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.
Peace.